believers and Christians in the workplace. Did you know the Bible actually teaches that Christians have a fundamentally different reason for being in the workplace than the rest of the world? It may sound radical, but it's a biblical truth that has been absent from most teachings in the church. Hi, my name is Selena, pastor and workplace minister. I've spent the last 20 years in the workforce learning what it means to truly work as to the Lord and how, according to Colossians chapter 3, verses 23 and 24. Here's what they say. And whatever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Christ. So Christians are actually not supposed to be working for the same reasons we were before giving our lives to Jesus. Before I really gave my life to Christ, work was all about me, what I expected from my job, what I thought about my job, and how I felt about my job, and everything that went along with my job, people included. Money, position, security, top of my list. But Jesus teaches in John 4:24 that God is spirit. So if I'm going to work for the Lord and He is spirit, I must get on board with God's spiritual purposes for me in the workplace. The natural physical reasons for working are temporary, but the spiritual reasons for working are eternal. When I began to learn about God's plan for me in the workplace, it absolutely, I can tell you, looked nothing like mine. Nothing. Listen to what the Lord Himself says in Isaiah 55:8 and 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So yes, the Lord has entirely different reasons for work than the world does. For me, taking on God's purposes for my work life completely changed my thinking, and as a result, transformed my life. Romans 12:2 teaches God's people are transformed by the renewing of our minds. Following God's truth at work helped me let go of my worldly expectations, worldly aspirations, and the resulting frustrations connected to work. Before, I was a stressed out, hardcore, chronically ill workaholic, but I can now say, having let go of those former things, I've grown so much in allowing the peace of the Lord Jesus to rule over my heart at work. And regardless of the things that go on my job, I have hope and a joy because I'm convinced of the eternal purposes God is working in me as I work. I'm going to be sharing some of the profound truths I've learned from the Bible about God's purposes for work and why believers in Jesus Christ are really in the workplace and what work is designed to ultimately accomplish in our lives. Don't miss it. Until next time, God bless you as you work.